in Central Alberta as well tomorrow afternoon. As it does so, it will be increased cloudiness.
Hey, Noelle.
Hi, Terry. Hi, everybody.
How are you?
I am doing good. It's been kind of a crazy day around here. In the U.S. right now, there's a lot going on. But thankfully, things are peaceful, and I just hope they stay that way.
You're safe. You're safe.
I am entirely safe.
Good.
Entirely safe, yes. I just, you want your town to be safe.
Sure.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, we certainly live in, very daunting times, it seems, but not for us Vox people, because we are all voxed up and teched up, and we can.
That is right.
Stuff. Anything they throw at us, bring it on. We can take it, can't we? So
exactly. Yes.
Nice to see you. I'm so excited for you to train again, and since you had the Chicago event all lined up to host, and obviously through these crazy times we weren't able to do that. So I think everybody's getting a little missing each other. I think people are really wanting to get together and do an event and see each other, and that contact is good. As Kevin says, we all want to get back and live in the joy zone, right, and be able to get out and share.
So true.
But certainly we have found new ways to do it for sure. So I'm very grateful that you have decided to accept my offer to train. You're an awesome trainer, an awesome person, and I'd like to just welcome everybody to our call tonight, our Team Voxination for June 1st. And I want everybody to make sure that you wish my sister Lori a happy birthday tomorrow. Her birthday is tomorrow, June 2nd. I don't know whether she's on this call yet or not, but I'm not going to tell you how old she's turning. She can divulge that information if she wants. But I'm so excited for her birthday tomorrow. So welcome everybody to our team call for June 1st. I'm coming to you live from up in the great north province of Quebec, north again at my fishing spot, my lodge here. So doing some work. I have a painter up with me here. And I'm really excited to have our guest trainer, Noelle LaLiberty from Naperville, Illinois, not far from Chicago. And
that's right.
It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful city. And just to tell you a little bit about Noelle, I mean, we were part of, we did an event in Chicago with Noelle back, I think 2 years ago now, Noelle, I think it was.
No, it was only a year. It was just a year, about 2 weeks ago. Can you believe that, with Stan? And I know.
I'm just so confused because it's like going to be 4 years in 17 more days, 4 years from the launch of Vox. So, but we're certainly glad that you joined us. And Noelle found Vox in November of 2018. And well, the tech really improved her lower back pain, and that's the results that she saw with this technology. It improved how her brain functioned, she felt. And with that newfound confidence and ability that she found with our technology, she jumped into building a team and a business that has really, would you say, Noelle, changed your life?
It sure has. 100% in every way, Terry, every way.
Yeah, like all of us. So we're really excited. And I think Noelle has done a great job. She stepped up anytime that I've asked. She stepped up to host an event and create a team of people in her area. And she's going to share with us tonight some simple tools that help her be organized and ready to share this technology and help her be successful in moving the mission forward. So without further ado, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce Noelle LaLiberty, tonight's trainer for Team Voxination Training. Welcome, Noelle.
Thank you so much, Terry. It is hard to believe that it was just over a year ago that I got to meet you and Paul, and then all the girls from Canada came down, your sister, and it was it was something I will never forget. And it just, that day, Emily and I volunteered to help Stan with his event. He flew in from California. And it was amazing. And all it takes is people just saying yes. And when you asked me if I would train tonight, my first thought was, oh, well, am I ready? Do I have something? But I'm finding with this business, just like with life, you just have to keep saying yes. Even when you're not sure, even if you're a little scared, by saying yes, that's when all the magic really happens. And tonight's not going to be perfect, but I hope that you get some little tips and tools that will help you really build your business and take it to the next level. So as I was thinking about the most important tool that we have, really the most important tool is your story. And your Vox story is so powerful. And each of our Vox stories are so powerful. My Vox story, like Terry said, I found Vox in November of 2018. My lower back was just killing me. I had gone to the hospital actually to get a bag of something because I was having these spasms and I just did not know what to do. And I was really getting scared about what my life would look like with lower back pain. I was on the phone with a dear girlfriend, and after talking for about an hour, she said, oh my gosh, I meant to tell you, I found these magic socks from Canada that I swear might help your back. And I said, well, that sounds entirely ridiculous, but what are you talking about? And her mom is on dialysis and was having trouble walking from her recliner to the kitchen. And she had found Paul somehow on Facebook. And so she and Paul started talking. She ordered some socks for her mom. When they arrived, her mom put them on and had an amazing result walking across the floor. And then Melissa said, you know, I got on this testimonials page and they're talking about back pain. Could it be? And I said, I have no idea, but I'm so desperate. I'll try anything. Send me 3 pairs. So Melissa sent me 3 pairs of socks. I started wearing them and I noticed I was able to get up and down the stairs easier, get in and out of the car. And I thought, could this be, or am I imagining it? So I kept wearing them, and I was feeling better. But again, I just wasn't sure if really it was these socks. And so I decided to go get my brain mapped. A local neurofeedback doctor here does brain mapping. So for $250, he was willing to do my brain mapping. So I went in, I called him and asked if he'd be willing to do them with and without a product. He said he would. And so I went in there and he said, you know, what are you talking about? And I shared with him about these amazing socks that I had found. And I said, I don't know, maybe I'm imagining it. I'm not sure. So we did the test without the socks. I never got out of the chair. We slipped on the socks. I did it again. And I came back a week later. And to my amazement, my brain was optimized at 28% just by putting those socks on. And for me, that's all I needed to say, holy cow, I'm in. He was able to explain to me how this product and having my brain balanced was helping me be able to find my words better, articulate my thoughts, and I was just feeling better overall. And so there was really, I didn't know anyone in the Chicago area that had Vox. And in my mind, I live in a community that has everything you could possibly want, but they didn't have Vox. And so I thought, you know what? I can bring it to Chicago. And I met a couple other people. We started doing events together. And that's how it started. And now we've got all these amazing people that I am just entirely blessed to link arms with. And we're building a team here and growing our business and have these beautiful relationships. And so it's fantastic. So I just want to encourage you to really get your story together. And as you're talking to people and sharing, that is really your best tool. But I also want to share with you my Vox closet. I needed a way to figure out how to be organized. I'm not extremely organized person, but I needed a way to stay organized. So I decided to just dedicate one closet to it. And I'm just going to flip my phone here. And here it is. And I'm just going to give you a little tour. Terry, if people have questions as we go, feel free to stop me
Okay.
and ask questions. But okay, so here's my Vox closet. And I'm going to just show you a couple of my favorite things that I feel are essential to the success of my business. Starting with first, my name tag. So this name tag, I ordered this online. It's about $11 with shipping. I was able just to design it with, I'm going to make sure you can see it. I was able to design it with something that corporate gave me. They gave me the artwork, and then I was able just to put my name in. And then it's just magnetic here, so super easy. I since have ordered them for my team, which we were all ready for our event, and then it didn't happen, but as soon as we're ready to go again, we're going to do it. So we'd love to have you all come down here. But so I ordered them for my team, and I think this is essential because when you go places, you want people to know your name easily and also see who it is that you're with. Also, I oftentimes will not take it off. I'll accidentally forget to take it off because everywhere I go, people say, "What is Vox Life?" And it's a great way to share about our mission and our products and talk about it. It's a conversation starter. Okay, the next thing is when we were doing events, we found these little bags that you can get at the dollar store. There's 3 bags in a package, so 3 for $1. Inside the bag, when people would buy a pair of socks, we would give everyone this amazing what to expect sheet. Can you guys read that a little bit? So just so you know, I'm going to be putting all links to a lot of this stuff. When Terry posts this in the page, I will put links in the underneath so that you can get to it easily. But this is, Jean, the name tag is not in the back office. It's something that I created, and I will, I'll put the link in the, underneath the post, okay? And you can easily get it. I already designed it, so it'll be super easy just for you to put your name in there. Okay, so here is the what to expect sheet. It's 2-sided. Emily Plogman made it for us, and it's fantastic. I put it in with every order. And as you can see here, I've got my name down there with my website and my phone number. And that, I just bought this little stamper that I use pretty often. This was maybe $12, I'm not sure. But I just go and I have this made on a full sheet like this, cut it, and there's all my copies. Another way you can do it is to have little stickers made, and you can stick it on there, but I think that takes a little bit longer. So it's up to you, but this is a great tool to include with every purchase. Then the next thing I include with the purchase is this amazing rack card that was designed by Karen Carlson on our team. She made this double-sided kind of heavyweight rack card that answers all the questions someone would have, just kind of like a quick rundown of our product, how it works, and just some little details that I find are really helpful for to have as a little promo material. Now we do have also these fantastic kind of shiny trifold. These are great, but they're a lot more expensive. And I know that Angela Corns has just designed a new one that has all of our new products. That's amazing. Cheryl Kluselman has one that she's done that's also amazing. So you can decide what's right for your business. But for me, I like to go with these rack cards and the what to expect. And then I include my business card. Whoops, this is not the right one. This is my old business card. Here we go. Oh, that's not the right one either. Hold on, guys. I've had several different business cards. Okay, here it is. So this business card I designed at Vistaprints. And what I like about it is, well, first of all, it's kind of got like a little bit of a sheen to it. the back side has a picture there. But I included on there my, how people can order, where they can find me on Facebook and Instagram, and then also my associate number. Because as we know, sometimes people will just type in voxlife.com. They'll get to the corporate site, and it's hard, this way, when they have our associate number right there, it'll be easy for things to get put into our order bucket. So this card is great. It's not very expensive, and having a business card makes us look more professional, I think, and I find that people really keep it. So whenever I sell a pair of socks or insoles, this is the trio of what they get. Now, maybe now that we have so many patches, that might change a little bit, but for now, those are the things that I use. I also have, let's see, this is just like an empty bag of patches that I was using, like when I used the patches and give them away as samples. Oftentimes I'll just keep these little bags so that, let's say I wanted to mail someone a couple of patches. It's great to have these old little bags so they get all the information. Plus it looks better than just including a couple of them in the mail. All right, next thing that I use is this is from the dollar store as well. This is just a little sales order book that has duplicate receipt on it, so I can write down the date, the person, their phone number maybe, or email address, and then give them the top copy. That way I have a record of all the products that I sell and who I sold it to. All right, next thing, as I have been just mailing a lot of things out to people during this time, I decided to just make this little notepad so I can easily just jot a little note down. It kind of looks professional. It gives them, again, my contact info and lets them know they can find me on Facebook and Instagram. See that? This I also designed on Vistaprints, and it really was not very expensive at all. All right, let me see here. What's the next thing? Okay, so when you are, once the world opens up again and we're able to go places, I keep all of my inventory in two places. So when I'm doing shows, and different people do different things, but I thought I'd show you what I do and you can just see what works best for you. So I have these two large 3-drawer containers. They're super durable, very easy to tote around. I just keep my smalls, extra smalls and extra large in the top, mediums, larges, and I couldn't tell you how many pairs of socks are in each one of those at the moment. That's something I need to work on this year, but at least I have them for the most part all together. And then I've got a second one with my inserts, medium and large. It makes it super easy to take these around to events, and they stay dry if there's rain, and they're organized and easily slip under a table. I also, at the dollar store, which I'm sure you see a little trend here, I do like the dollar store a lot. I got this little clipboard, so if I need to take orders or take names and numbers, I can easily do that. All right, next, this is one of my favorite things. My fantastic VoxLife backpack. This was compliments of Kevin Dugay. He came to visit us here in Chicago and stayed at my house and sent me this backpack, which is just one of my favorite things. These backpacks are great because not only do they are they super rugged, but they do have VoxLife on them. So I'm always kind of like lightly promoting, which is how I like to kind of do things. But I always consistently will have 2 mediums and 2 larges. My sample inserts, and another little tip, I put a circle on around the tech so that when I'm telling someone, okay, hop on there, just put the ball of your foot on the circle, it makes it real easy. So there's no confusion, because I find oftentimes people will just kind of line up at the bottom, and obviously that's not going to work, right? So by putting a circle around the tech, you're making sure that people have the ball of their foot right on the right spot. All right, let's see what else we have here. Oh, I keep these little wipes in my backpack just so I can disinfect in between people, depending on the situation, and my sample sleeve. And then I just keep a couple of my most popular socks in all 3 sizes. I don't know about you guys, but I find that the no-show, especially the black no-show, are the most popular. So I typically will have, out of 10 pairs of socks, I will have probably 5 of the mediums, 3 large, and 2 small. So as I'm ordering product, I always kind of think in terms of that ratio, so that because I find that I sell the most mediums. So, and then I always have a few bags of patches in there. Now, obviously we have lots of different patches, but for now I just have the Harmony. All right, next thing. Always make sure you have a really nice sharp pair of scissors. Again, $1 at the dollar store, because we want to make sure that we can help people immediately get those inserts into their shoes. Again, it's always setting our customers up for success. And if we have scissors right there, no one's ever said to me, no thanks, you don't need to trim them for me. So it makes it super easy. All right, are there any questions, or can I keep going?
Yeah, I don't see any questions coming across. This is great.
Well, it's all my little tips. I hope it's helping somebody.
No, it's awesome.
Okay. All right, so next I've got this little coupon caddy, which helps me keep track of all my things in one place and they don't get destroyed. So I took my Vox Life sticker and put it on there, and let me just show you what I keep in this. This I often keep in my backpack, but I've got my Square reader, which I would encourage you guys to get a Square. It's so handy. It makes it super easy to take payment from anybody, and you get paid the next day. Again, Emily did an amazing job of cataloging all of our products. So my Square literally has all our products in it. I just have to type specifically what size it is or quantity, and it's right in there. And you can change your tax base depending on where you're at. I will keep some business cards, maybe a little note cards. Again, that info sheet. Here's my little sales order book. And and this was from our event that we were supposed to be having. Just a little shameless plug to say we're still having it. We do not have a date yet, but Jay has assured us that we are going to be setting a date as soon as we can, and we have everything all set and ready for you. So we hope that you all can come down to Chicago. We can show you our beautiful city, and you can come to the event. All right, so that is my little black kind of carry-all. And then one more thing I wanted to show you. Okay, is this. This is my brag book. I don't even know, I don't know where we got this idea, but Emily helped put this together. Basically, I just put this ad on here that I had designed. I designed this in canva.com, and if anyone's interested in how to design ads in canva.com, I did do a training on it, and I'm not sure if it's in Vox Nation. I know it's in Women of Vox, but it's a great just beginners training on how to create great ads or any sort of promotional materials. But this one, I find that this one kind of grabs people quite a bit, so I just put it on the front.
Yeah,
And then inside,
I believe Carla Archer and her sister have done a training in, and I believe it's in the units tab under extra building tools. And she's done a pretty good. on Canva.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Yeah. There's, in the units tab for anyone who's new or anyone who just feels like they want to buff up on their knowledge, that units tab, there are so many fantastic recordings and trainings, and our team has done such a good job of training ourselves, really. And so I just would encourage you to go check it out. But inside the brag book, I've got, this is a note from my father-in-law. When I gave him a pair of socks the next week while he was golfing, he got a hole-in-one at his country club. And so he sent me a letter talking about it. And now he's having to buy socks for all the guys that he golfs with. So that's kind of fun. I keep a product price guide so that people can look and see what all our products are, which I'm sure now that's going to be changing because we have so many new ones. I'll just keep flipping through here. We've got some brain mapping that's really helpful. Oh, these are always popular. The whole swelling photos. Just a couple of testimonials that are helpful. The horseback riding, which I'm sure you guys have seen. And then here is my brain map results. I find that of this whole brag book, this is what people want to look at. They want to see my brain mapping results with my eyes open, my eyes closed, comparing it. These are actually the notes from the doctor. And it is really amazing. And I would encourage you to look into getting your brain mapped. For me, it was $250 to do with and without. And it was a game changer for me. And I find that it's something I talk about probably every time I share with someone about Vox. I tell them about the brain mapping because for me, it really confirms that there's nothing fake about this. I'm not imagining it. It's not possible to change your brain mapping just by will. And I don't know, for me, it really built a lot of belief and people love it. So another little thing here that Stan had given us, a booklet. And then, and I do not have it here because I gave it to someone, info about how to join our team. There are so many great, maybe it's this one. Oh yeah, about the fourth pillar. I loved that talk about the fourth pillar and an example of our compensation plan. Having this at the back of your brag book is great because it opens up room for discussion. And that's really what we want to do, is have people continue to learn about this and then start thinking and realize that they too can build a business with this. Not only just with the product, making money by selling product, by making money by building a team. And let me tell you, it has definitely done that in my life, but more than that, it has built a beautiful community. I have some amazing friends that I never would have met if it wasn't for Vox. So I'm incredibly grateful and feel very blessed about that. Let's see, I think that's it on the brag book, but those are super easy to do. You just make copies and throw them in a binder. So there's that. I think that is about it. Let me just flip the camera.
Julia Hick, do you charge taxes, Noelle?
Do I charge tax? That's a good question. I charge tax sometimes. I'm not very precise in general. So for me, charging taxes is something, sometimes I just will take it out of the money that I would be making, and other times I'll include it. If I'm at a show, I definitely include it. If I use my Square, I definitely include it because it just automatically does it for me. But oftentimes, if I'm selling to my neighbor, I do not.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard-lined, is what you're saying.
For me, it's not. For me, it's not a hard line, but there are people on my team that really always charge shipping and tax. And I totally respect that. I just am not diligent enough to do it. Good.
We all have,
yeah, so
things that we do and don't do, and it doesn't make it right or wrong. You're all answerable.
Well, yeah, it's our business, right? So,
and so
we get to do it the way we want.
What I really love is you have set space aside You set space aside for your business. You have all the things that you need, all organized and dedicated, and organized in there. And I think that's really important when you're doing a business is to be organized. I mean, you know where all your material is, you know what you need. And obviously in these unprecedented times, we're not doing, the shows that we would like to do. But all these products, I'm sure all these things can be done virtual as well. We can make them into PDFs. We can mail them to people. And I love the brag book. I think the brag book is awesome because it's so real, right? Mm-hmm. And it's something that somebody can just flip through very quickly when we get back to the situation where we can have that personal, that personal touch again as well. So, and the Midwest Summit, can't wait for that to happening because that was pretty exciting. I mean, to go on the road and do events and be at events, we all know how powerful they are, and they're just, we're doing them virtual. People are doing them virtual. We're doing presentations and so on, but they're just not the same, right? But
right.
But I love the fact that when this calms down, and it will, that we can get back at it and we can get back to that personal touch, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. So let me just see if there's any questions. As of today, customers can buy 2 and get a free product. Do associates also get the deal? Associates get free products when they order a certain amount. They get free products. They get 1 free product if you hit $200 in wholesale volume, Gene. You get 4 free products. You hit $400, and you get 9 free products. You hit $600 in wholesale value. So this is a customer promo. Okay. Ellen says, "Great tips, Noel. Can't wait to come to Chicago."
We can't wait to have you here.
I love your ideas. Face. I wish you could have shown this on a bigger screen. Well, we're dealing with to deal with.
Was it hard to see? I'm sorry. Is there anything anybody wants me to show a little bit closer, or anything anyone needs? One thing I didn't talk about is my setup for special events, but I've got it down to a science, I feel like. And so I could do a 5-minute thing about that someday. When we're ready to start doing events again, I can show you my setup, which has worked great for me, and it makes it so easy.
Yeah, and there's lots of great pictures in the team page as well. On the side of pictures of different people's events and their setups and displays. And I know that you always do a great job. Your events are first class down there, and Emily does a great job.
She does.
She's just a wonderful person. So I know we're at just at shortly after 9. We want to keep these trainings and respect everybody's time. And Verna says, "Can you share a photo of your setup?" Yeah, she can certainly add it. You can certainly add it, Noel, to the team page or place it in the team page, and love to see everybody's stuff.
Yes, actually, I have a time-lapse video of me setting up, which is hilarious, and it has all my little things that I add to it. So I'll pop that up and then include some links.
Well, I
want to make it as easy as possible for people to be set up for success, because I found that I was kind of having to pull things together myself, and it was fine because I enjoyed doing it. But we don't need to recreate the wheel necessarily. So now that we have these things in place, like the business card or like the name tag, I want it to be as easy as possible for people to get their own and have it all set up for themselves.
Absolutely. I'm going to be reaching out to you and Angela Corns again to do our
I love it.
Show. That was so much.
Yes.
And my sister was telling me
that
one of the women of Vox did a bingo night with questions on bingo and so on.
Fantastic.
That it was awesome.
And I'm doing training on that tomorrow night, actually. For our Chicago group, and it is so much fun. This bingo stuff, you guys, is a game changer. It was brilliant. It was well presented, and it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. My sister had called me about it and said it was so much fun. I think it was Agnes
Yes.
who was doing it down in Chatham area. And so I can't wait. I'm going to have Agnes on and learn about it and talk to her and have her on as one of our trainers because, hey, you know, training, if you can make it fun, it's great. And I want to make sure that, you know, no matter who shows up on these calls, that we're all there to help each other and to continue to train. And I want to continue to edify leaders and people that are, you know, taking this business seriously and to share their tips and techniques. And your training tonight was just awesome, Noelle, as always.
Thanks, Terry.
And your little signs and name tags and stamps and so on are all great ideas for people, and they're all very, very minuscule investments to keep yourself organized and to look very, very professional. And so I thank you for that on behalf of the field. I thank you for being a trainer, and it's always great to see you. And so I will have this recording up shortly. And so any of you that didn't catch the whole training, you can jump on and watch the recording. And if you want to share it with your teams, it will be in the units tab under recordings before the night is out. So thank you all for joining. I'm going to unmute everybody so you can all say goodnight. And once again, on behalf of the whole field, I thank you so much, Noelle, for all your hard work tonight. Thank you. You are all
happy to do it.
Thank you, Noelle. Good job.
Oh,
Thank you, Noelle. Good job.
Good job.
too bad.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Good
welcome.
night.
Good night.
everyone. Have a
Good night.
Thanks, Noelle.
You're welcome.